We look at wealth creation and compounding through mathematical formulas. But today, let's take some time to see how the rich legacy and heritage of our country has compounded to create one of the finest fighting forces in the world. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj formed his naval fleet starting with only 10 small ships and expanded it over the next 15 years to form a fully fledged flotilla of 350 fighting ships. We need to go back a little before Shivaji Maharaj's time to put his vision in perspective. Through the 16th and early 17th century, the Dutch, Portuguese and British arrived in India via the sea and ended up colonizing the region. Imagine the time Europeans taking claim to a land, bartering it among themselves, while the voices of the locals were thrown into bewilderment. The local people had no armory to protect themselves or to stop the Europeans from entering their land. It was in the backdrop of this when Shivaji Maharaj declared the creation of a naval fleet that would mark a new beginning for the Marathas. The first keel of a Maratha naval vessel was laid down in a creek near Kalyan in 1654. In 1674, in a mere 20 years, during the coronation of Shivaji Maharaj, the Portuguese at Goa noted and acknowledged the Maratha naval power and sent their emissary to Shivaji with gifts, and they signed a treaty of friendship. Around this time, the Maratha naval strength was 5,000 men and 57 fighting warships. Shivaji Maharaj used the local population, Hindus as well as Muslims, to train under Portuguese engineers hired by him to create a fleet of sophisticated warships. It was then when Shivaji Maharaj stood as the proud custodian of the Indian West Coast. Along the Indian West Coast in modern-day Karnataka, situated a city named Basrur, which was 5 miles inland in the southern branch of the Kundapur Creek. And the entry to the town was extremely challenging as the only opening to the sea was obstructed by large mounds of sand. For this maneuver, Shivaji took the help of the Konkanis who were extremely desperate to get rid of the European oppression. In 1665, Basrur was ruled by a noble called Shivappa Nayak. After his death, Portuguese attacked Basrur. The queen turned to Shivaji, calling him his brother. It was then when Shivaji attacked the Portuguese. With a fleet of 85 warships and a naval force of 3,000 on February 8, 1665, and he defeated the Portuguese. Special among his warships was the Sangameshwari. It was designed such that it could crawl through the shallows. In 1679, the British governor at the time wrote to the East India Company speaking about Shivaji's naval power. He wrote, "He has ships that go where we cannot go." From a small harbour outfit at the beginning of the 17th century to one of the finest navy forces in the world, the Indian Navy has come a long way. It is the proud custodian of a rich maritime legacy, and for years the rank and file of the Navy has dreamt of its change in its ensign that would honour its civilizational heritage. Over the years, the ensign of the Indian Navy has undergone many changes and transformed on many occasions. On 2nd September 2022, it has shredded the last remains of the colonial past as they adopt their new naval ensign. Breaking the shackles of the British rule, the Navy drops the St. George Cross and adopts a new navy blue background. The national flag on the upper canton and a blue octagonal shape encompassing the national emblem with an anchor in the middle which symbolizes steadfastness. And it is superimposed with a shield with the Navy's motto, Shamno Varuna, which means may the water be auspicious to us. The octagonal shape represents the 8 directions symbolizing the Indian Navy's multi-directional reach and multi-dimensional operational capability. The octagonal shape with twin golden borders draws inspiration from the seal of the great Indian Emperor Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, who established the initial naval fleet of 60 fighting ships and 5,000 men. The rise in the Maratha naval power under Shivaji Maharaj's period was the first to secure the Indian coastline from external aggression. Today, the modern Indian Navy consists of 1 aircraft carrier, 17 submarines, 20 corvettes, 12 frigates, 10 destroyers, 7 support ships, 9 research vessels and 128 patrol vessels. The new naval ensign is the first step towards liberating our minds. Jai Hind!
Shivaji Maharaj.